And welcome back into another episode of After Further Review. I feel like we're on 9, pushing 10, but it's not just me, guys. Pat is back in the fold. He is back from Italy, and he's wearing a cage.
My high school cage. I got it. I got it on the desk. Hello, everyone. I'm back. It's good to be here. That was a long-ass trip, but it's good to be back.
We missed you dearly, Pat.
Thanks, man. I missed you guys, too. You especially.
For those who are catching up with everything, the past couple of episodes I've had to hold down the fort. Thank you guys all for asking questions, for the mailbag, and sticking around, keeping along. Pat was on a bit of a, we'll call it, vacation over in the homeland.
I like the word sabbatical. People
sabbatical.
I like when people say that. I don't know what that means. Isn't it like a study, right?
I think it's just like or paid leave.
I thought it was like,
hold on.
I thought it was like teachers do it to like study something.
Sabbatical, an extended intentional leave from a routine job, typically lasting from 1 month to 2 years. And that's Google. So okay. you had like a few weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks in Italy. Great time.
Give us the quick little recap, but we can go over more of your trip later in the episode.
Just saw what Italy had. I mean, I didn't even see all of it, to be honest with you. I went to Venice, Florence, and Rome. If you guys kept up with the Instagram stories, thank you. I kind of forgot. Those. I forgot to do them a lot because it was just every day I'd wake up and start moving around again, and I wouldn't even really take out my phone. But yeah, I mean, I just went to 3 different cities, did the things that you needed to do in those cities, and it was awesome. It's a little different over there, so we'll talk about it later on in the episode.
A little different, but he definitely enjoyed it.
I did.
Very much so. He sent us a photo of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
You got to put that in the episode, please.
Oh my God, I gotta fit it in at some point.
When we talk about it later and like all the things that I go over, I can send you some pictures so you can give the. Okay, I took a bunch of pictures over there.
Yeah, so we can go through I'm gonna have to go through our chat and then just like find them because we text a lot. A lot. And some of the things that we texted a lot on, of course, or at least from time to time, I wanted to leave you to do your vacation thing. I didn't want to keep you too much in the Bruins realm of things, but you are back. You are here. And people haven't exactly heard from you since the JJ Paterka trade. And there's been other stuff.
Well, they've heard from me. Yeah, they've heard from the trade on me, but
they've heard from the trade. But there was some more things that happened. So quickly, for those of you who need a little recap of what the Bees did on day 1 of free agency, they made a few more trades. They got away from Jonas Korpisalo. They bring in Will Borgen for a couple draft picks. They signed Connor Clifton. Those are kind of like the big sort of moves, if you want to call them that. The Athletic actually put out a sort of net rating thing, and I guess I can tie this in with you, Pat, because you are back in here. The Athletic, it's thundering out. The Athletic gave the Bruins a net rating of -2 in terms of how much they improved this offseason. I wanted to know what you thought of their offseason moves overall, especially after the JJ Paterka deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? I left on July 1st, so like it feels like it's like old news at this point.
The big day.
I mean, it like I don't know. If you could throw that graphic back up again, that'd be awesome. Addressing the defense is Connor Clifton is certainly not what I had in mind when I thought they should address the defense in this offseason, but that's all right. I mean, I guess, hey, let's just keep getting small defensemen on the blue line to get their face kicked in during the playoff series. And Will Borgen, I don't know who the hell that is. When I saw that, I'm like, who is this guy? Maybe I just don't know. I just don't know the league like I should. I know he played for the Kraken. He was drafted by Buffalo because who wasn't drafted by Buffalo, right? But that's all I know about the guy. Maybe he can play. Maybe he can't. Will it make a difference? Probably not. Because looking at this list right now, who are these people, Marcus? You got to help me out with that.
So, I mean, I have gone over what Will Borgen sort of brings to the team. I like to imagine him, just to give you a sort of an idea, and I've explained it to everybody when I've talked about like the addition of him. He's not a flashy addition, but imagine a faster, more physical Brandon Carlo because they're both signed at the exact same term, but like he skates better. He sticks with like his positioning better,
Yeah,
and he signed to the same AAV until 2030 as Brandon Carlo. So it's like
I don't.
imagine they just grabbed a better Brandon Carlo. Is the
I
best
don't
way I can
care
put it.
about the AAV, Marcus. But what you're
I always
telling
do.
me is true on your scouting reports, and you, sir, if I know scouts in life, you are definitely. I don't know. You're not.
What?
You just seem to think everybody's good sometimes. So like I'm gonna take your word for it though. If what you're telling me is true, that he's a better Brandon Carlo, then that is exactly what they need because they've been needing a big, is he right shot?
He's a right shot. Yeah.
Thank God. They've been needing a big right shot defenseman who can actually play a little bit ever since like forever. So like maybe he's the answer. We'll see. And if that's the case, I didn't know that people are saying he's Brandon Carlo, but better, but like actually good. And if that's the case, that's really good.
I'm gonna hold on that and just say like from the way they look at him in terms of the positional depth, like he is your fourth best. He is going to be your top four right shot defenseman. Like ever since they traded Carlo, and for people who don't know the lore between me and Pat, one of our greatest debates was the debate of whether to trade Brandon Carlo
And I
before
was
the
right.
NHL trade deadline.
And I
And
was right.
you win that argument for sure. But the biggest thing they have or one of the biggest things they have needed since they dealt away Brandon Carlo
They just
was that
haven't got, just didn't get one. They, you know what? We're not gonna address the right side. It's only the right side, right? We got the left side, Marcus. But who needs a right shot defenseman?
right. So we kind of had like a sort of just like need for it entirely. And this, I think, heading into the day, the biggest thing that I thought that the JJ Paterka deal was sort of like their big move. Like you trade away 2 first-round picks, that kind of felt like okay, they really made the splash, so to speak. I
Splash.
expected them to go for a big name right shot defenseman, like say a Jacob Truba, or actually he's left shot. I don't know. I'm saying there were big
I don't know if I
names.
wanted Jacob Trouba. I'd rather this guy because I don't know anything about him.
So I was gonna pose it to you like this. Thinking about when people look at the acquisition of Will Borgen, I always ask this: would you rather have them gotten or gone out and paid for a big fish and gotten like a Rasmus Anderson and gone for like 8 years, 8.5? You know what I mean? And you got to pay the guy till they're like 37, 38. Or would you have rather have gone for Will Borgen, who you feel like is more cap friendly to your sort of situation and fits a need that you've like lost for a while that doesn't go overboard? That's the question I keep asking. So
For this
I pose
team,
it
I
to you.
feel like it's the second thing because I feel like they already have a bunch of bad contracts. They can't really afford another one.
Exactly. That's sort of the risk that I didn't want them to take. Obviously, they give away a little more draft capital, but
What did
that's
they
the kind
trade
of
for him? I missed it. Do you
they
know if you update?
traded a second in 2027 and then a 2028 third that can upgrade to a second. So they
Oh
basically
God! All right, it's a bit of a. I mean, if they like him, then right, go good on you. If you like the guy, we'll see. I don't like yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not a great sign. I mean, I don't. Again, I'm not a hockey guru, so all the people out there being like, you don't know Will Borgen. No, I don't. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, he was not on my radar whatsoever, and probably that's because he played for the Seattle Kraken and then
I
played
mean,
for
that
the
talk about
Rangers.
like no like wasteland, Seattle. Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of like Boston sports, that they're the furthest city, I think. Or no, it's probably San Diego. But like they're one of the
Yeah,
furthest cities away from us.
yeah. No, I always try to map it out when like a West and an East team play each other. Like
Like
Vancouver's
San
pretty close.
Diego, we don't they don't even have a San Diego team, but like we're here and like San Diego's like there.
Yeah. The flight is probably insane. But yeah, Will Borgen definitely, if you had to ask me what I thought they would have done, Will Borgen probably wasn't the player that I thought they were gonna go for. I thought they were gonna sign like Pittsburgh had a free agent named Ryan Shea, who had a pretty decent season. Nick Blankenberg was also out there.
What a great
So
name.
Yeah, those are super good
Blankenberg.
names. But Will Borgen is a Bruin. Was that your favorite move, or out of the other moves, did you have anything notable
Oh,
you
I mean,
wanted
I
to?
love Connor Clifton. I mean, who doesn't love Cliffy Hockey back wearing a Bees jersey? I mean, that's, it worked so good the first time. Let's run it back a second time.
Yeah, so that's the second. That's the second, not retread, but returnee, if you will, as a former Bruin back.
Let's bring Krejci back. Let's just get everybody in here.
That one kind of, put a question mark.
Let's call up 37, have him play on December 1st one last time. Let's just get 2019. Let's go. Let's get the roster back.
Bring back everybody. No, yeah, the way they added on defense, though, I did want to talk to you about this because in terms of what we were discussing for their next moves, I'll pull up the graphic again. They got a lot of defensemen.
Yeah, well,
Eight.
man, you can't have too many though because they go down like flies usually.
So, do you, when looking at the current defensive core, like what are your sort of first thoughts on what they should do next?
I mean, I just Hampeth Lindholm being here, I'm done with him. So I don't know. But like, why is Jonathan Aspero still the left defenseman
So these are the kinds of discussions that I feel like we need to have if you're talking about what the defense core is, because you have what you hear. I'll just kind of recap what I've heard and what's in my thoughts. So Aspero's one thing because he fit really good with McAvoy, right? He was very fast. He was very good defensively. But then you also have on that left side, you still got Hampus Lindholm. You still have Nikita Zadorov signed for a long time. And notably, you also bring back Jordan Harris. You, as a general manager, Don Sweeney he doubled down about like Frederick Brunet, who's the guy who's been coming up from Providence and who they kind of believe in. And you also still have Mason Lohrei on your books. And even then on the right side, Andre Jokiharju is getting $3 million a year on that
I'm
right
really
side.
shocked they didn't trade like one. I mean, they still can, I guess, but like I'm really shocked that they haven't traded one of these defensemen yet.
Yeah, it's really confusing me, and it only makes me wonder if they are still trying to, like put together a trade or something. It feels like, because you were over in Italy, so you were probably way out of the time zone. Like if I was texting Pat, guys, and it would be like, or you, by the time it was night for us, what was it like?
Like it's like by like
3 in the
it's 6
morning,
hours, right? So when it's midnight here, it's 6 a.m. the next morning over there.
right? So Sweeney pushed back his press conference twice, and the first thought I had on July 1 was, okay, he's acquired 2 right shot defensemen. Jokiharju's got to be out the door, or Lohrai's got to be out the door. Like they got to have something packaged to move somebody, but they just didn't, and it just really sort of confuses me because it's like, are you really going to run this decor this way? Like, how is this going to work out? I wonder if they're going to keep Aspero up as sort of like, yeah, let him fight it out and see if he can fit with McAvoy. Are they going to keep him
Yeah, again,
down?
I don't mean to blame him because he actually he kind of had an okay year, right?
He did.
But like he should not you know what I'm saying? It's like what's it called? It's like the Red Sox problem where it's like it's not Monasterio's fault that he's playing, but like on no planet should Monasterio be the starting shortstop of the Boston Red Sox. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like it's just like that just shouldn't happen. And it's no disrespect to the Aspero because he would make a really good death piece, I think, on a defense on a playoff team. I need some explosiveness up front on the top pair.
Yeah. I'd like to think that Aspero, like with his speed, he does bring that sort of explosiveness, but at the same time, like you said, he is a fill-in guy. And when he filled in, he hit. We struck gold, and
Yeah, but
you
I
look
mean,
at,
I don't know.
well,
Can he hit now for 84 games? Like, how many times did he play first pair last year?
I mean, I feel like he started third pair because he came in, and then I
Yeah,
feel
I
like he
mean, we'll
quickly
see, right? I
grew.
could always be wrong. I have no idea. I just feel like everyone was calling that they needed to address the first side lefty, and they didn't really do that. So, like, I
No.
don't know.
Well, so now it comes down to the question of, I feel like moving forward, I really did want to like discuss this with you. Like they freed up money. They got rid of Corpusalo. So now DiPietro comes in.
Or not that
That
Petra guy.
what? Yuri
Not that
Patera?
not that Patera guy. He's not going to be the backup.
No, it's most likely gonna be Corpusalo. DiPietro. I mean MVP, like I've listed all his accolades, but
We
DiPietro.
running a tandem back, Marcus. Is this your Super Bowl coming up? Your Super Bowl part 2?
What of
Just like
DiPietro?
you just love goalies, how like you love Olmark, even though he was kind of not that good. So
We honestly, I'm very interested to see how they'll divvy up the workload for Jeremy Swayman. How DiPietro performs as well as in his first season, but on the defense, if we may, or just the team as a whole, like the way they're going to manage their cap heading into next season, it really just makes me wonder. Yeah, they have wiggle room. They have like 5 mil, but you sat Yoki Haru for majority of the year. That was 3 million that you're using to be on level 9.
yeah.
Are you going to do the same thing with Mason Lara? You've talked about this before
Well,
with
Ty
Lara. Like,
Anderson, Tyers had some really good stuff before I left talking about it. Like, what are you gonna have? Are they gonna have like $9 million just tied up in their freaking luxury box every night? Like, is that like what are they gonna do with this?
yeah, like that. It really makes me wonder if they're just going to cap dump some more money because I feel like if you do that, that'll give you more wiggle room for maybe if you want to make another move. Like I doubt they're going to do that. But there was a report that they want to go for another top 6 like winger or forward.
That'd
I
be
forget.
fun.
It would be fun, but it's like, okay, how much can you do when you're tied into so many of these, contracts that add up
Well, hey,
but
it's not
aren't
my money, as they say. Dude, I would say just buy everybody, but it's not my money out there.
yeah. So, but overall, kind of, did you like it? Did you like what they did?
I
How do
mean,
you
I
feel
don't
about the
know.
team?
I is it bad or is it boring to say I don't really feel differently about them?
No?
I think they're a couple goals better than last year because of Paterka. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, even then, it's funny when you say a couple goals better than Paterka because realistically, if you take away Arvidsson because he leaves for
Yeah, that's
Detroit,
right. I kind of, yeah, Arvidsson's gone. And what's the other
Peak's
guy?
gone.
Peak. Thank God.
He went to Utah on a $1 million deal.
Oh, I did see that, but I was like, oh my God, 1 million. I thought I was going to get 5, but boys, what happened to 5 million?
Yeah, I remember seeing that and I was like, oh wow, well there you go. I really thought
No.
he was gonna like capitalize on his market, but
You
there's
know what? The
still
1
like,
million I could have been talked into to bring him back. I heard the number 4.5 and I was like, whoa.
yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. The 1 million I probably would have been okay with, but um, probably as a third pair. But in general, though, like there's still, but that's kind of funny you mentioned that too. There's still guys like valuable players on the open market right now, like Tarasenko and Kane. And if the Bruins didn't have like
No
Hagens
way.
in
No
no,
way.
I know. I just want to put this out here and clarify.
Tarasenko, maybe. I don't. Kane is a free agent.
He's still a free agent, but he's probably gonna sign with like Buffalo or Chicago. It's insane.
Chicago would be fucking nuts. But
Chicago would be cool because you team him up with Bedard. But all I'm saying is this: like, if the Bruins didn't have like rookies and young players that they kind of want to like build up, I'd totally be okay with maybe bringing in one of those guys. Like, I could be talked into that. But you only,
a whole storm just like hit my
yeah,
outside.
storms hitting for me too right now. It got dark and it started
Well, it just started
pouring.
like 30-mile-per-hour winds just like hit the trees back. It's not raining yet, but sorry, continue. That just
Yeah,
distracted.
when the leaves start turning over, it's game on with the weather. Um, no, but I was gonna say like this kind of the there was a lot of debate with Victor Arvidsson leaving, staying on this, right, and how the forward group looks, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, we totally could have done 2x5. Like I totally could have been talked in a 2x5, and I could have too,
Yeah.
because his breakout year this year was spectacular.
Just
When
kind
you
of
even
sucks you like got him on a rental then, like looking back on it.
yeah,
Like
I know.
maybe you would have now you can't even do that because they were making a playoff push. It was like maybe you traded him before, maybe you get a shine and trade, or something.
Yeah. And he was just so impactful in areas that they needed, right? I'm doing a little like deep dive on Paterka and how he helps, but Arvidsson's 2025-26 it was a really good outlier year. Like the Bruins are losing some intangibles that they cannot
Yeah,
get back.
good veteran in the room. I mean, maybe though, perhaps they said like that's a free up Pagans a little bit on the wings, right? Because
Mhm.
maybe they want him with Zaka and Middlestat or something.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, even then, like the addition of Paterka kind of put the writing on the wall there. Like you kind of
Right.
added him in.
But Paterka would be line one, no?
Yeah, but as we mentioned before, Paterka comes in, that slots everybody down, or that pushes everyone down. Where it's like, do you bring back Arvidsson and sort of create another forward logjam where you make your 7th overall
Yeah,
pick?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
So I would have loved to have seen Arvidsson back, given like what he brought,
It was
because
great.
he was such a jolt of offense. Like I just got to give him his flowers. Like he was such a great like boost of energy for that top six.
It really
It
was.
it's just like even on the under the hood numbers were great too. It's just
Well, that was a move Sweeney got ridiculed for as well a lot. When they did
we
it, they were like Victor in free agency. They're like Victor Arvidsson. Like, what the hell?
yeah.
And
Well,
everyone
I
was like, the
was
guy can't score anymore, and then he scores 25 goals or whatever it was.
well, you know why? It's because like the past 2 years he'd just been dealing with injuries, and it was just like you're gonna put this guy into your top six, but it just worked so well.
Yeah, they did work. A good year.
So,
Good for him though.
um,
Got paid. Happy for him.
yeah, good for him. I wish though, if the Bruins didn't have so many, I don't want to say question marks, but just like uncertainties with, their young guys and the Zaka contract, I feel like it would have been a surefire thing that they would have found a way to bring him back. And also, some of the contracts they have do not help in like how
Yeah,
much
I
money they
mean,
have to
Elias
pay.
Leno, man, is going to be a stain on this cap forever,
For quite a while.
for literally ever.
Yeah. So yeah, that definitely was a
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Overall, it was cool. It's obviously hard to get your thoughts. I wasn't really there, and I don't feel like they did. I would have liked one more splash, as you were saying. I feel like that would have been nice, but like you said, do they have the resources and can they even do it? Who the hell knows, to be honest with you. But that's what I would have loved. But hey, if Will Borgen has some size to him and can play a little bit, that's a good ad for them because they need right shot defensemen that can, they need that depth right shot defenseman that they've been
mhm.
looking for a while. So hopefully he can be that. Because if not, they're going to be the same thing. Probably they might even be worse than last year if he's not that good.
Yeah. I just kind of look at him and I say, with the addition of him, I'm content. Like there's no other way I can kind of
Yeah,
put it.
good way.
I'm not like when I saw the deal, I was like, okay. Like, all right.
Exactly. All right. Yep.
It's like, all right, but you fill the need. You get a guy who profiles as a player who stays at home, shuts it down, like, can jump into the offensive play if he wants to. He has a killer shot at times. So maybe,
Okay. Yeah.
maybe, but
Maybe they can get something out of him. That'd be awesome.
that would be pretty cool. But no, in general, they needed some more steadiness back there. They paid for it, and they just have a lot of it. They have so much of it.
Yeah, maybe they're doing it by committee, right? I mean, that's keep throwing money at the positions until one clicks. I
Yeah.
don't mind that. I don't mind that strategy.
Mm.
Um,
I'm hoping that if if they're gonna have a certain contract, like a good chunk of a couple million of a contract on their books, like it's like I feel like if you move off of that, that gives you even more wiggle room. Because for me, I just look at real quick before I transition for us, like 8 defensemen. You can't have 6 million sit up there. You can't have,
no.
you know what I mean? Like you gotta move some of that so you can help. It can help you address other areas of need. Like if I'm the Bruins, the next move I would want them to make is to just, I don't want to call it a cap dump, but move off of that money, get yourself a draft pick or some form of maybe even like a young player, like a young 24-year-old player or something like that. Not to the pedigree of Paterka, because that's a high cost. Just like someone you can put in Providence and maybe has a little bit of jolt that can address another area for you. I don't know what that looks like right now. All I know is, as somebody who loves looking at the salary cap and everything, I would really prefer if they went that direction and just like moved off of that.
Did we talk about Lysell?
We did not. We really didn't.
I'll take a victory lap on that one also. Thank you.
Yeah, I should
probably.
probably.
The total over there. How many times I'm right and you're wrong?
Well, that's 2 we've already mentioned in our debates. I'm 0 for 2 on the. If we really had to go through, I'm 0 for 2 right now. Yeah, I'm bittersweet. I really thought that it was a mismanagement,
but
from both ends.
Marcus, come on. We may have got the best name in the NHL in return. I mean, the guy has the same name.
He fits. So Ivan fits. We didn't even talk about him. Yeah, you're right. He fits kind of exactly what the Bruins are looking for, and like the player that they want, or that they would want to come up from the system, like a guy who is undrafted, works his way up, plays like that hard-nosed back checking style. Like that's, and he also has a great name.
Great. Ivan.
Or Ivan.
A hard checking forward.
That's what they got for Fabian Lysell.
Everybody on the team is just a hard checking forward.
So that's that. See, this is why I have some salt in the wound about it, because like I really feel like
he was never going to work out here.
I don't think he was, no. But
I'm just so Sweeney like gave a crazy. Sweeney's been like off the rails the last couple press conferences. Have you noticed that?
What do you mean?
He's just given like ridiculous answers for a general manager.
Go in depth. What do you mean?
Like Elias Lindholm, he's like, yeah, he's probably just gonna suck now, and like this is what it is. And then with Lysell, it's like, should we have helped him more? Probably. It's like, isn't that your job, buddy?
Yeah, that's the hearing it from both ends. I just wish we can talk about it a little bit, just to get it off my chest. That 2024-25 year, the fact that they were playing veterans when, the writing was on the wall of that they were going to be in the lottery, that they weren't going to be this good, when they traded everyone away. Like after the trade deadline, my first thought was call him up and give him an extended run, because you haven't, because you've been in such a competitive window, and rightfully so. To the Bruins' credit, you compete with players that you're sure of. You're not sure of.
Marcus has a Lysell poster in his room. He's just never showed anybody.
Honestly, I might consider that. That's how much I love the guy. But
he played like 6 games for the Bruins, and this guy loves him.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is you never gave for a player that sort of fit a need, like the skill forward. You never gave him. He was fast, skilled, could score. You never gave him. I mean, his first shift in the NHL, he assisted on a goal, or he created a goal for Justin Brazeau. I remember it because that's how much I was like tuned into it.
Yep.
I just don't understand how you saw that, and then the next day you sent him right back down. Like it just, that's, I think, where you said Sweeney talked about the mismanagement. It's just like,
yeah, I just love like admitting like, yeah, we just didn't really do enough with him. It's like, well, why not? He's a first round pick guy.
So I hope this only means, and I think you're starting to see it in like their decision making. I only hope this means that like furthermore with where they're at as an organization, they're going to take the Lysell situation and they're looking at, and this also ties to like Bussy and Vladar. Like he talked about this as well. DPH has done everything he could in the AHL. Like he's shined.
It's one
best save percentage.
We're a freaking goalie factory.
We really are. We have 9, I think.
Bussy sucked though in the playoffs. So like I don't give them credit for that.
Well, so I think that they're taking the situations of like letting Bussy walk and the failure of Fabian Lysell, and they're saying we can't really like keep doing this. We can't really keep. So you're seeing it with giving Michael DiPietro like, all right, you got a year left on your deal. Let's give you the backup role. And then for, I think what it says about the Victor Arvidsson thing too, of letting him walk, it's like, you were great for us, but We have
See,
young guys that need to find their way.
am I crazy to say, like, maybe this is like ridiculous, like dumb and like backwards thinking, but like to me, DiPietro should be a guy you should like want to trade.
What do you mean?
Like you
Like
sell,
trading?
like you sell high on goaltenders because everybody needs them. And DiPietro's been like the best AHL goalie in like the league, right? So like,
yeah, there was so much intrigue, or there's been so much intrigue for him, like throughout his
like I
stints in the
understand you need a
AHL.
backup goalie, and Corpusalo, he was getting paid $4 million, and you probably don't need that in your backup goalie. But like, if we all believe Swayman is what he is, then he should be able to make the playoffs on his own. And I don't know, they need talent in places, and I feel like that would be a guy to trade. However, I like having good goaltenders because one guy sucks, you just go to the next guy. I mean, we all watched the playoffs and how horrific the goaltending was.
Yeah.
So like you got to just get a bunch of guys who can play at that position.
I do agree with you in a sense that like there are a lot of teams that have shown that they needed goaltending this offseason and they addressed it to an extent. Florida for one, Edmonton for another.
I mean,
But
and everyone hates the guy, and I was wrong on him because he was having a great run up until the point where he wasn't. Carter Hart was a freaking buffoon in the Stanley Cup final. That was actually embarrassing goaltending what I was watching out of the Golden Knights, and they almost won the series. So I was like, how is this even happening? But continue.
what was he, like the first goalie to allow 4+ goals?
4 or 5 goals in like the first 4 games as in like a final.
Yeah, that's Swiss cheese we're talking
And
about.
the thing about it is they're up like 2-1 in the series after 3.
Right.
So I mean, Buzzy was even worse, kind of.
Well, I look at it this way. When you talk about, because we're in a hard cap league, so it's all about kind of how you manage your money. I think if you took at face value, would you rather have a $3 million goaltender who, is a little bit of a dent, right? Has his highs that can be really high, like he'll make a great burst of saves, in one sitting, but then that's because of the fact that the Bruins are kind of falling behind because he would allow the first shot on goal. Like there were some low lows too with him as well, and it was too streaky. Or would you rather take a chance on the goaltender that's making like 800,000 and has won everything?
I agree with you. Like I definitely like DiPietro over Corpusalo. I would just think like that's how you could get a top 6 forward. You trade him and like a pick for it.
Yeah, you could package that. What I'm saying is though, like I think from the Bruins perspective, from a money management thing, like more than anything, yeah, DiPietro definitely had some value throughout the league. Like if
I guess it's like the Mike Felger thing, right? It's like, do you want to score goal? Do you want to win playoff series by scoring more goals in their team or shutting the other team down?
You can do both.
No, you really can't. You can only do one.
Well, I think the way the Bruins looked at it was from more of a let's save money, because imagine if you deal DiPietro, and then he hits for another team, you're kind of like, we still got Korpisalo as the backup because he still has the backup goalie still has to play like.
Yeah, but we would only be saying that if we got nothing for DiPietro.
We'd be saying that if we got nothing.
Right. No, I'm just saying if we got something for DiPietro and he's, lights out other team, we wouldn't be mad because we'd be like, well, we have this guy who's, he's a 30 goal scorer or 20, whatever.
Yeah, but then whoever you get back in return, you really hope the value, matches up or adds. And that could be subjective to, what you're getting back in return. I don't think because there's been a lack of conversation on it. I don't even think I couldn't think of an offer for any of the team because I value DiPietro so high as we need to see this guy in the NHL. And I think for
everybody listening, more of the story, Marcus loves the Providence Bruins more than he likes the Boston Bruins. He actually roots for the Providence Bruins to win every year.
No,
just so the Bruins can take those players and put it into their team.
I was rooting for Fabian Lysell, the Fabian Lysell
DiPietro and whatever his name is. I'm sure there's some other guys out there. Oh my God, your dev camp videos, by the way.
I'll end it on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll end it on this. Then you can go rant about my dev camp videos. I think also for NHL teams, why they probably wouldn't like give up too much value for a DiPietro is that he hasn't seen any NHL time, period.
Yeah,
So
that's what I kind of like that.
it's like
Can I ask the $1 million question?
go.
What if he's better than Swayman?
Cool. You have two aces.
Cool. Is his answer?
You have two aces. Two aces is better than one.
Did that get picked up on the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, that's that's the age-old question right there, man. Because then what do you do? One guy's making 9 million, the other's making 800,000.
Well, I think DiPietro would literally have to like have X amount of shutouts because he's not going to get more than 20 something.
I mean, all he needs is 2, and he'll get a Vezina nomination. Apparently, according to the NHL, now you can just get 1 shutout, and you get a nomination out there.
All right. Well, what is if there's anything I'm going to do within the next couple of days is highlight the goaltenders in one of my dev camp videos, which I haven't released yet because I talked about how many goaltenders.
Yeah, on your Instagram story though, or whatever.
About the goalies.
No, just players in general.
Oh yeah. All right. Talk about dev camp.
I was just laughing my ass off watching this. And I get it, like you will enjoy it, and I understand that. And I'm not trying to rip that on you. I want you to have that. I like people having nice things in life. You're my friend, obviously. But there was one. Who was the first guy you guys were like highlighting?
So we did Dean. I did a Dean video.
Not Dean.
It was the 3rd round pick from this year. Nils.
Yes.
Bartholzin. I like him.
Yeah. No, he looked good.
Yeah, there were some moments where he was kind of like falling down too. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Well, no, yeah, he falls down on the shootout attempt, which is kind of rock star.
Yeah,
but I remember you were just like, he was in like a puck battle that he lost, and you're like, ooh, that was pretty good. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, I was really intrigued by what he had before. Like I really like he among like his counterparts in the U20 league, like I can't believe he went where he went when he led the league in goals. Obviously, I know there's a lot that goes into it.
He looked like he's got great feet.
Go ahead. I was gonna say what I liked about him is that like I think there's like flashes of skill, but also just like he's kind of a bulldog. Like he just puts his head down, he just goes for it, right? Yeah. And throughout like watching him, and just to mindful for people, like take my stuff not with a grain of salt, but remember I'm there for one day. Like I don't live near Boston. It's a hike to get in there already from being up north. So I go for the scrimmage day, and the scrimmage day is fun because you get to see the guys go against each other head on in a team setting. And yeah, and Bartholzin, like nearly every puck when he was out on the ice, he was there. Like he was making an impact on it.
Well, as long as he's there, man, that's all that counts, to be honest.
So
it doesn't matter that he's winning the puck battle, as long as he's there, though.
He's there trying. So
and then another one was he took the puck. No, Neil. He took the puck up the ice, and he went to go toe drag, and you're like, oh, and he got stuffed.
We get hype on, was it me and my friends will do it every year. We will go, and it's a good time. And
then he did, no, to be fair, he did undress that person at the end. That was very nice to look at.
Yeah.
He addressed the defender and the goaltender. I just died laughing when you were like, oh, Niels, he goes to toe drag, he just loses it immediately.
I get very hype on the flashes of skill that these guys do, because like when you see them all together, like they really, they really can show it off. Like Blenar last year, the 4th round pick that they had that nobody could find a photo of. I don't know if you remember that, but his draft graphic like had no photo of him. It was just like the garden. It was like, did we draft a locked character? And then he like showed out
the NHL like icon where it's like 15 guys down the depth chart. It's just like the dark figurette of the player.
It's just like the gray silhouette of the person. I have no idea who they are. That was Blenar, but he showed us who he was. And that's kind of like, that's why when you're laughing about it, but I I understand why, but it's so
Oh, it was
it's
so
fun.
funny. It was so funny, dude. I watched your like obviously I was just like I'm just like busting your balls kind of, but like you were just like glazing him and he like lost the puck battle. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
You see this? You see the Zellers video?
Yeah, I saw it. It was a long
That was
time ago. I'd have to go
real.
back at it, but
That was real glaze right there.
I
He showed out.
well, yeah, but Sellers deserves it because he's a stud.
He was he showed out. He was amazing. Um, but yeah, no, I'm gonna put out a video on the goalies too, because what was it? Lundy was already like big,
You should start
but
a series called Mars Scouting.
Mars scouting.
The Mars Scouting Dev Camp series.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, it's kind of become a series because it's like my fourth. It's like my fourth dev camp, and there were some good names too. You would have loved the names. I have the
Oh yeah, I bet.
I have the sheet under, like the roster sheet under.
How long do they
Hold on.
practice for?
They go for like 2 hours. I want to say. So, yeah, they had Kotkov. What was it? Here, I'm trying to find what else. Kostadinsky. You would have liked Ivanov and Henriquez. I know there was a lot of skepticism with the draft from them like picking the goalies. Dude, the goalies look good. So
We have like
anyways,
15 goalies on the roster now. I
yes,
lost count of them.
We have so many goalies in the system. Signed or not, we just have a lot of them. So
It's good.
never have too many.
How did Lundgren look?
Lundgren, he was tall, he was big. My friends were certainly impressed with him. I mean, like, I already knew like what he brought because it's
That
it's
didn't
Max.
sound like it. That didn't sound like an answer.
No, well, the answer is this. I already knew what he would bring. Like, he was solid. Like, I knew what he would bring, so I wasn't as impressed as my friends were because it's like, yeah, here's the 6'5" goalie who stops.
How did Max Lundgren look? Well, he looked tall.
He was. Well, I don't think I've when I've covered him, I haven't been as close as I was at Dev Camp because it's like you're kind of like near the players because Warrior, I feel like what?
Well, it's small, it's small, small.
It's small, intimate, and like you kind of realize how big he is compared to like some of the and Dean too. Dean was a fan favorite.
That's always my big takeaway when I sit I haven't sit glass side ever, but when I sit like Loge at the Garden, these players I would never survive out there. These players are huge, dude. Charlie Coyle, it was like 6'4".
He's tall. Yeah.
Off skates, it's a huge human being that would just kill me on the boards.
Yeah, looking at.
I always say Pastrnak is huge. People don't understand. His frame is massive. You watch him out there.
I was just about to say David Pastrnak is someone who really sort of like got burly. Like he got big. Like he rounded himself out where there were times in his younger years he probably would get pushed off the puck more. Nowadays he can handle his own.
Yeah.
And it's like really a growth in his game that has impressed me. So speaking of Pastrnak, I didn't even put it in. But you and I did put it in.
You didn't put a graphic in?
I wanted to discuss this because or you also wanted to discuss this, but I'm also intrigued by it too. NHL 20.
Go ahead. Sorry. Nope.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say NHL 27 came out, and this is not the cover whatsoever. For those of you who are wondering, this is your lights out. That's okay. You still look great. For those of you who are wondering, as Pat fixes up his stuff, this is a NHL 27 cover that I made just because it's like everyone makes their own NHL 27 covers. And I was like, why not do mine? And it kind of begged the question because I get this sort of thing that I like to discuss every year. Pastrnak, year after year, I feel like profiles is the exact kind of player who you would put on an NHL cover. Is a culture setter, has a very fun personality, but is also a very impactful star on the game of hockey itself. Yet, time and time again, he hasn't been on the NHL cover. So Pat and I wanted to discuss this a bit. I'm glad you encouraged it too, because I
like cover talk. It's fun.
Cover talk is fun. I'll start with this. Celebrini makes sense. The dude went off this year in his sophomore year of professional hockey, even for Canada, despite the fact that he didn't win the gold medal. Everywhere else in hockey,
he was filthy. Yeah, he was good player.
near MVP, all that. Having said that, it just makes me wonder year after year, when like you look at a guy like David Pastrnak and you're like, is he ever going to get that cover? Is he ever going to be the guy on the cover? Because I feel like out of any hockey player, I feel like it would be him.
Yeah,
You all good?
Dude, what is
You're
going
fine.
on?
You're fine. You're fine.
It's
Don't
probably
worry about
dead.
it.
It's probably why. It's probably dying.
That's okay.
Put it
You're
off.
still
All
like,
right.
you're still bright enough.
Should I just do it like this?
Time
Ow,
for
it hurt my
campfire.
eyes. Sorry, what we're talking about the cover. All right, yes.
You flashbanged yourself.
Seriously. Yeah. I like it. I like Celebrini. One, because I nailed it. I was talking with my buddies. We were playing Shell like a month ago, and we were talking about like, who do you think the next cover athlete is? And I'm like, because it's Kachuk, right? In
It was
26,
Kachuk, yeah.
with the cup. And I'm like, well, I don't know how they do anybody but Celebrini. That was what kind of my thought.
Mhm.
Like you said, all things you kind of pointed out. The guy was 18 years old, and he might already be the 7th best player in the world.
I mean, he was. I want to say he was 4th in MVP voting. Like it's just insane. But yeah, no, he definitely like deserves a sort of bid as like the face of the league. But it just makes me wonder, like what would a Bruin like Pastrnak have to do? Because I feel like there were peaks in his game where it's like, okay, you already have the sort of you've had peaks where it's like, okay, he was a co-Rocket Richard winner with Ovechkin. He almost won it again if it wasn't for McDavid in 2022-23. And it's like, I just don't know. I could rave about David Pastrnak forever.
My thing is this, right? My stance has always been this with Pastrnak. I'm kind of shocked they haven't done it by now. However,
that's exactly how I feel.
No, I'm not. Like, I can also understand why they haven't. Because the thing about Pastrnak is like he's never. Yeah, this is just a difference of opinion, and I'm with you on this fact. But I think there's a lot of people that in the NHL world that think Pastrnak isn't quite impactful enough. Like he's impactful. Just on the like. Who's more impactful? Like I'm gonna go off the. This is a fun exercise to do. I'm gonna go off the list since 2020. Right, there will now have been 7 cover athletes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
go through them.
I'm going to go through the names, and I'm going to ask you, Marcus Antonelli.
Oh, you have them?
Yeah, I just remember off the top of my head.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I was going to pull it up, but sure, go.
I think. I'm trying
2020.
What's 22? That's the only one I can't remember.
22 was probably Matthews again, because Matthews got it twice.
Yeah, because he was 20 and 22. Okay, yeah, okay, all right.
It was Subban, and then it was...
No, 2020.
Yep,
Austin Matthews. Who's more impactful? Pastrnak or Austin Matthews?
At that time, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think at that time Matthews was probably more of the superstar.
Okay, 2021, Alex Ovechkin.
I mean, they were both. I mean, here's my thing. Ovechkin was already on the cover of an NHL game, so like Pastrnak.
Yeah,
that would have been a year.
I would agree with you. No, just say it, man. Say what you feel. I agree.
That would have been I feel like that would have been a year where it's like, okay, Ovechkin, he won the co-Richard with Pastrnak that year, right? That was the year.
Yeah,
the 2021 year.
Something like that.
So put them both on the cover, or at least like put one, because we do these duo like covers. Go on to the next one, because the next one was a duo cover, right?
Nope. Austin Matthews again.
It was Matthews again. Like, see, why are we repeating? It's like the Mbappe thing.
Just copy your homework. Just copy my homework, but change it a little bit so it doesn't look like it's plagiarism.
Yeah. So that wasn't fun.
23 was Zegras and
Nurse, and Nurse. They weren't even skating. They were
just standing on like an island.
It was probably like, look, I understand Trevor Zegras was like at the time probably the NHL's most flashy player, all that.
Why though? He's never been good. People forget. Like
But-
you, me and you have gone on this thing, and I know we just got signed today. He's never been a good player.
But at the same time, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna tack on the cover for this. Why isn't he in full equipment skating around? They rebounded. Okay, they rebounded the
Skating
next year.
around.
They rebounded the next year with this. Go to the next one.
The
because
next one is Cale Makar,
I agree with that.
second best player in the world.
I
Right?
wouldn't see. I hear what you're saying with Zegras because Zegras was not the second best player in the
Just
world.
people spun around. You know, he did a spinorama in a shootout once, blindfolded, and the NHL world thought that he was like this 40 goal scorer.
The only reason I would argue in Zegras' favor is the reason I argue in Pastrnak, half of what a cover athlete I think should be. A cover athlete should be a face of the league in some capacity to a persona, a culture setter, and they should also be like damn good at the sport.
It should have to check off there should be 5 boxes. The cover athlete should be able to check off 3 of them. Right?
Agreed.
Future star,
Current star.
coming into his prime or in his prime, we'll see. Like celebrity is a kind of a little bit of an exception, but right, like you said, impactful league, impact on the league, and I don't know what other one,
Personable, funny,
yeah, has a personality,
likable.
and then maybe this he's up there in terms of awards, he's in runnings for awards and shit.
Yeah, they are a face of the league. You know what I mean? Everyone's been asking for Crosby to be one, but he won't. But he's exactly the kind of cover athlete that people would all agree on. 25 was who?
Was the Hughes brothers. Luke Hughes is a NHL cover athlete before David Pastrnak is.
I can understand Quinn. I can understand Jack.
I mean, Quinn should be one by himself, and probably Jack should too.
Agreed there. And this mean if you talk about the pedigree of Quinn and Jack, they definitely would deserve it. Luke, he's not there yet. He's not.
And listen, okay, let me just preface this: the people out there that are probably freaking out about this, why can't you just let people let things be nice? You're probably right. We are probably over. It's a freaking cover of a video game. At the end of the day, I get it.
They're not even gonna sell copies anymore.
And I'm just gonna say, Marcus, right? Obviously, we acknowledge the fact that we're not crowning these people Stanley Cup champions because they're you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're just saying the NHL cover athlete should mean something. However, it doesn't mean everything.
But this is what I'm saying is the reason we bring this up is it's a debate of culture. It's a debate of hockey culture. And part of culture is these athletes represent your league. So that's kind of the question. It's not exactly an honor, but it's sort of okay, you are our poster guy. You know what I mean? So that's something I consider. So
and maybe they wanted to do, I get it, they wanted to do the brother thing, and that's cool, I guess. I thought they were going to do it again in 26, but they only did Matthew holding the cup, which I kind of like because at least it's a unique thing. It's not just a guy holding a stick anymore.
Yeah, I was when I saw Kachuk, I was like, they didn't do Brady. They didn't go back to back with the brothers. See, for me, I feel like both of the Kachuk brothers kind of earned, because they're both.
Matthew is listen, the Kachucks, whatever. They got a lot of stuff on them, and you hate them. I don't really care for them either. I would love Matthew on my team. I think he's a freaking dog, and he's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion and gold medalist. Brady, on the other hand, can sniff
gold
it.
medalist. Gold medalist, 1-time 70-point guy
in the Olympics. He was a passenger on the Olympic team.
But no. So we're talking 26 now. 26 was did we miss 25? We didn't miss 25. No, we didn't.
That's gonna go viral. You just watch me crapping on Brady Tkachuk. It's gonna get all the way up to wingmen. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, this kid Patrick Brady, he was talking.
Yeah. When have you ever played in the Olympics, Pat? Nice.
Oh, really? He was talking about me? What was he saying?
How many Stanley Cups have you won, Patrick? Fair point at the end of the day.
So Brady, this Patrick kid from he's actually from Burlington. Oh, that's not far from where Dad lives.
Does he live here still?
Keith? I think so. I don't know.
I think he lives in St. Louis, I thought.
He's a scout for them, but I actually don't know.
Well,
but
they
I
grew
would
up, yeah, they
assume-
grew up there. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Anyways,
Who's more
all I'm
impactful?
s-
Kachuk, Pastrnak. Answer the question. Go.
I mean, at this point, considering the pedigree, Matthew Tkachuk.
It's gonna kill him to say that, but it is Matthew Tkachuk.
It's Matthew Tkachuk. I hate to say it. Like in terms of the pedigree, the accolades, it is Matthew Tkachuk. But all in all, what I'm trying to say with this conversation is that at some point, like you said earlier, Pat, one way or another, he should have been a cover athlete.
Yeah, I don't know how he's not. I really don't.
And at this point, with all the influx of talent that the league is getting, you have to think McKenna's going to get on that at some point. You have to think like Caulfield is going to make it. Actually, no.
JJ Paterka, obviously. Sorry.
The German edition. The German edition.
Yeah, let's get Sturm up there too with them.
Yeah.
Ooh, did I just crack the code? Get a coach on the cover.
You'd have to have like a
Tortorella. Tell me that wouldn't be sweet. Get John Tortorella on the cover.
Who's like the greatest winningest coach in NHL history ever?
It's
like let's.
I feel like I'm the Canadians guy. Gila. No, he was a player.
I'm trying to think. It's definitely like a Montreal coach or something. I can't think of it.
Was Guy Lafleur? Was he a coach after he was a player?
I don't know. Somebody's got to answer that for me.
But let's look up Google.
Yeah, go ahead. Best coach ever. I feel like coaches now are so like recycled and just bounce around the league that there's no real like.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to win. Oh, that makes sense. That's a wow.
Who is it?
All right. Marcus, let's have. You want to play another game?
I mean, I'd rather just hear who it is, and then we can go to
off the top. Okay, there are 5. They're the top 5. Let's see if you can guess. There are 3 that are active still.
Cooper, Maurice, Ruff.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is active? Okay, Maurice, Ruff. Would you consider Torts active? Because if it's, I don't think it would be him.
He is not on the list.
He's not on the list. Son of a gun. Who else is still active? That's like
West Coast.
Quenneville? Yeah,
Quenneville. Number 2. All right, those are the 3 active ones. Can you guess
so
5?
Who are the non-actives? I'm not this literate.
5 is Barry Trotz.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, 1 you should get. Guess.
Joe. Did you say Joe?
No, he's known like as like this great like hockey coach. When I read the name, I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be so mad because I can't think of a single.
Scotty Bowman.
Oh yeah. That's a hefty list of awards.
With 1,244 wins, Scotty Bowman at number 1.
Yeah, I don't think like a coach would be ideal for a cover, but I digress. Like I just don't think
I'm just trying to change it up, man.
I just don't think there's I just don't think there's like a coach that I would probably
NHL 28 fan base edition. Just like it's just like a loge of fans.
Oh my god.
Zamboni driver.
Oh, David Ayers. Let's get David Ayers on the cover. That would be
the
great.
national anthem singer.
You have to remember this because I just brought this up. Every team has to have an e-bug, an emergency backup goaltender. So the Bruins, I forgot to list this when it came to the goalies. They basically have 10 goalies under their.
But can you not just have like? Can you make a goalie who's like on the team just the e-bug? Like I thought.
Yes, that's exactly what just got implemented this year.
Yeah. Okay.
So now that's the case.
So we don't have to pull out Zamboni drivers
not anymore.
Out of the garage. You want to lace up the pads right now?
Not anymore. You want to? Well, part of the what an e-bug has to do, right? They have to travel with the team no matter where they go.
You and the segues, they kill me. Go ahead.
Are they not? Are they not pretty decent?
No, they're good, man.
we got the schedule released today, which, if we're being honest, was a interesting one because the Bruins gave the reins. You're good. The Bruins gave the reins to Nikita Zadorov to run the page.
Man, God, there we go.
You got the lighting down?
Yeah, that's better. It was just so dark. I'm like, dude, I can't even see myself.
I like it. You look fine. But yeah, Nikita Zadorov was given the reins to the Boston Bruins social pages today. I don't know if that was him. I don't know if it was somebody posing as him, but the Bruins kind of just went for the Notes app sort of schedule release, and it was okay.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah, they kept it simple, kind of like hockey players do. It just felt like the exact way a hockey player would go about doing a social media post. But then it got to the point where there were question marks on who they were versing, and I had not gone through and checked them. But if you just go through the slides of the schedule release, it was like, okay, what is this? Pat is feeling a bit steamy, but they did release a graphic. They did put it out. Some notable things I want to point out with this. I think we have 16 matinee games, so get ready for those.
16 is a crap ton.
16. I think 2 of them are on Monday because of the German schedule. They want
Martin Luther King Day and Columbus Day.
I want to say, yeah, but look at all those weekend games. If we zoomed in, which I can't do on this software.
Indigenous Peoples Day. My bad, people.
There's a lot of 1 o'clocks, a lot of 3 o'clocks, a lot of. There's also, I think, against San Jose on October 13th, the Frozen Frenzy game. They're gonna play at 11 p.m., which I think is the latest I've ever seen a Bruins game, or the latest we will ever see a Bruins game. So. Yeah, this schedule is definitely interesting for sure, but I want to ask you, did you see anything that you were intrigued by from this schedule?
I like Rangers on opening night. That's fun. They're going to sell a lot of tickets with that.
Get Korpisalo in there for night 1.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
When do we play the Panthers? That's something I always look at.
Here, let me pull it back up. Might as well. We play them. See, it's mostly West Coast teams for September, October.
Looks like November or something.
Yeah, November. Oh, I'm looking at April. Jeez.
Nope. Yeah, April. Or yeah. November. Sorry.
Oh my God, I didn't do enough homework with this. Yeah, Florida. It would be a Sunday. So, yeah, those are going to be fun ones for sure. Bergeron's getting retired on the 1st.
A lot of home games. A lot of home games in November.
Yep, 9 of 11 actually are going to be home games in November. So there's that. December.
Big road trips. It looks like their biggest road trip is the 4th week of the year.
Yeah, I was going to say they have. So that's a notable thing too that I think will play into their favor. I'm not gonna go through the entirety of it, but I did notice that as well. There isn't exactly a gigantic West Coast road trip 6 games. There's only I think at most 2 4-game stints, which it's not too bad. They kind of have that
on the road last year. Remember that? How awful they were.
That was not fun to watch, especially when they were those late night games. The one thing that I do want to point out that is really intriguing to me is 9 of the last 10 games of the regular season are going to be Atlantic games. All 10 of them are Eastern Conference games. With the
NFL approach, are we?
With I was going to say with the last one, if we look, so go to March in the bottom right.
I guess, they end on a big road trip, but.
Yeah, so Buffalo, Ottawa, Washington, the lone metropolitan team within this. Montreal, Buffalo, Tampa, Toronto, Buffalo, Florida, Tampa. Gauntlet.
Well, I guess I understand there's 84
gauntlet.
There's 84 games right now, but why are you making a divisional opponent play twice in the last week of the season? You know what I'm saying? You only play them 4 times a year, or now it might be 5 because of the added schedule. I don't know, but
I
you know what I'm saying? You're not going to play the divisional opponent until the end of the year?
Yeah, so that really intrigued me of the fact that they really backloaded all of those Atlantic Division games, because when you look at it, every single year we go through this, right? Where we look at the Atlantic and the Metro and the Eastern Conference as a whole. The wild card is such an area of focus for those last couple of playoff spots. And we know where the Bruins are in comparison to the rest of the Eastern Conference. Those games are going to absolutely gas them
Yeah,
because we know where
I
they're
was
going to
just
be.
thinking right now. I'm wondering if is it a way to maybe because the Atlantic embarrassed the Metropolitan last year in terms
I
of
feel like it's going to be
in
it's going
terms
to
of
be a little
standing.
more
So I
even.
wonder if they wanted to even that out.
Probably,
Where
I'd
like
say like
if they all play each other in the last week or 2 weeks, then only one team is getting unless they all win in lose in overtime. But you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, only one team is advancing up the standings in those in that little pocket. There are a couple teams.
yeah.
So because we had five, right? We had five Atlantic teams make the playoffs last year.
Yep, Ottawa
Um,
was the 5th.
so I wonder. I don't know. Maybe it's just like math. It's just like math. That's how they do schedule. I have no idea. But I do wonder if there's anything to that. Like you said, they want to kind of gas everybody out at the end of the year.
Yeah, not gas, but I feel like if there's anything that's going to really drum up the intrigue for the finals.
It's gonna suck for us as fans, guys. Get ready for that. We can't get ready. Get ready for they're 8 games out. They need to win 2 more games or whatever. Or they're 8 points out. They need to win 2 more games and make the playoffs. And they have Tampa, Buffalo, Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Buffalo, Washington with Tuck and Kyrou. Like, it's just Jesus. Ovi on a heater for 1,000 goals. Like, oh my God, the gauntlet's going to be insane. So yeah, there's definitely going to be I feel like we're going to be exhausted. Not just like the players are going to be exhausted, but I think we as fans, when we look at that schedule, we say like I remember March and April of this year. I don't know about you. I was getting headaches watching some of the games. Like I literally watching it was just like, oh God, did Columbus win? Did Detroit win?
They clinched by losing, didn't they?
Yes. Yes. It
Because
was
Columbus lost or whatever.
Yes. I think that's how it was. I forget.
Didn't they lose 6 or 7 to end the year? They clinched the play. That was the thing, right?
Yeah, they didn't exactly finish out
because they had such a brutal schedule last year at the end. Remember, we were all saying all they need to do is win 3 more games, and they lost all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so
they lost some of them in overtime, which helped them, I think. They lost, right? Remember how they kept losing in overtime too? That was fun.
Yes. The loser point.
All they had to do was win one game in regulation or one more game in overtime, and they would have been in the playoffs by a wide margin.
Yeah, but that's just the Eastern Conference wildcard race.
It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. So, and especially with how much the conference is loaded up this year, I feel like just off the top of my head, obviously you're going to see Florida back in the mix for a top 3 in the Atlantic is what I'm saying. Tampa's going to be there. Buffalo and Montreal are definitely going to round that out.
No,
you don't.
Can you pump the brakes on Buffalo, please?
He does not like Buffalo.
I just why do you do that?
What do you mean?
They made the playoffs for the first time in 15 freaking years. Okay, now they're just automatically in. That's what we're doing now.
Well, they kept a lot. They did lose Byram and Tuck, but they're deep.
They're lost deep. To a team who couldn't score in the playoffs.
Hey, yeah, I know that, but they're deep. I feel like, and also
they lost Tuck. I'm just saying, let's relax. Anyone can back their ass into the playoff spot one year. Okay, can you do it consecutively? Is the question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even then, outside of Buffalo, they're still going to, or talking about Buffalo, they're still going to compete. Ottawa's still going to compete.
Yeah, they'll be a good team, but
you lose Kachuk, you get Eklund. Buffalo, I'm going to tack on Buffalo as a deep team. You lose 2 top end guys, but you kept a lot
of Ottawa, man.
Ottawa as well.
Was it
Buffalo as well. Brady goes to Florida. I'm still backing Buffalo in a sense. And then
because you love Buffalo and their system. That's why.
Detroit,
their system of suck forever, and then they got a bunch of good players, and now they're pretty good.
Yes, I am backing their team because they are. If you look at even down to their 3rd and 4th line, they have a deep roster.
Screw Buffalo and Loserville. That is that city. Good night.
So after them, right? You obviously have the Bruins, and then you got Detroit, who's
Detroit.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Dylan Larkin, but whatever they do will put a stamp on how I feel about them. But they're probably lower for me. And then who else am I forgetting?
That's it.
Toronto. I didn't even mention Toronto.
They're interesting, aren't they? They can
They
make
are.
a real curveball into those standings.
Yep. So we'll see how McKenna and everybody from the bottom six
You
of
might
free agency.
you might have to get 104 points this year to make the playoffs.
It's just looking at the schedule, it's just gonna be an absolute.
Then again, Toronto could suck too because like they don't have anybody anymore. But I could see Nylander having a good year. And is Matthews back? I mean, is he coming back? Does anyone know?
He's still in the roster. He's still in the roster.
Well, no. Like I get that. I'm saying, is he gonna come back from his injury? Like, is he gonna be good to start the year?
I would assume he'll be fine by training camp, but we'll hear all of this like by then.
Yeah.
But I just think when you look at the entirety of the Eastern Conference, it's just, yeah, the Bruins made additions, but it's also just like so did everybody else, and it's just going to be an absolute climb.
Listen, if they want to just build the wall again to make the playoffs like they did last year, even though they didn't really do that well, like that might be what they have to do.
Yep.
You know, park the bus, as they say, England.
Park the bus. Yeah, they should have never done that. Oh my god, that was a ridiculous game. But yeah,
thank God Argentina won.
So
funny watching that country never win.
Are you seeing all the social media buzz around like Argentina and their cheating?
Like, my brother's calling me.
You're good. 4 years ago, I was just gonna say
cheating?
4 years. Yeah, because like apparently the refs are just like bailing them out. 4 years ago, I feel like a lot of us were rooting for Messi to win his first championship. Real quick side soccer convo, and then all of a sudden, it's like now that they've won, everybody's like, "Oh nope, we don't want it again." Like, I just feel like that's sort of the case. You can take the call if you want. I can carry the discussion into.
No, it's fine. I'll call him back later.
Okay, word. No, but just everyone's kind of on Argentina's keister, and I'm like,
all right, well, he's calling me again. Hold on. Sorry.
I stopped the recording so Pat could take his call. We're back though. I was just gonna say, like, I just don't understand the complete 180 fair weather fans have on Argentina. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it's just, it's like the Patriots. It's like you win once, you're the hero, and then you keep winning, and everyone's like, I want someone else to win.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, you
got to get on my train, man. If God hasn't proven this already, there's only certain places in life that deserve to win things, and we're fortunate enough that we live in one of them.
Okay? Well,
it's like Buffalo, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, you can't win. You're not allowed to. Destiny has already been faded out. You guys will never win anything.
Well, if they get Patrick Kane, you never know.
England, you won once since 1966. That's it. That is it. That is it for you. That's it. You guys don't win ever again. Okay. You claim that you're really good at the sport, yet you lose every year. It's fine. It's just what God intended for you, and that's okay. When you learn to live with that, it makes it easier.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, Italy has a long way to go to talk with God, because
they got to get the Pope on the phone over there in Italy.
You actually were in Vatican City as well, right?
I sure was.
The Holy Land,
Shall we discuss
the holy patch of small land? That's the smallest country in the world, right?
I don't know if it's a country anymore. It's a city-state. San Marino might be smaller. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. Monaco or Liechtenstein or
no, Monaco's bigger. Italy has another country in it, like besides
San Marino. Yeah, you're right.
Which I don't know if it's smaller. Is Vatican a country still, or is it like?
I think
is it a part of the city-state of Rome?
I think it's considered a nation. Like on every atlas.
I'm saying it used to be. I don't know if it still is. I could be totally wrong though on that.
I don't know, but did you see the Pope?
No. I would have loved to, but
that would have been a great fun thing. But yeah, no, let's get into Italy. I wanted to. I think we've done enough Bruins talk, but just give us I want to hear your thoughts on the country, because this was your first time in Europe, or you've been before?
Yeah, I've never been to Europe. It's my first time really out of the country. Like, if you guys count Mexico and like the Caribbean islands as like leaving the country, then I've done that. But this is my first time really leaving the country and like going.
Okay.
I mean, obviously Mexico, is leave it. Like, I don't know, Punta Cana. Like, I don't consider, you know what I'm saying? Like leaving the country, really.
Yeah. So you
'Cause
really were.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Do you
You
want
were
the
able
good
to
and the
embed
bad?
yourself.
Yeah. Do you want like good and bad, or like do you want just the good part because you're an Italian propagandist?
My question is, what? I guess my question is for you is like, what didn't you prepare for that kind of like hit you in the blind side? Like, oh my God, like this surprised me.
um.
I'll take the good and bad as well.
So I think my first big thing, and it's like I don't know how to say this without sounding kind of insensitive. Okay. But like what we have over here in terms of like infrastructure and like the way things are set up for success, I thought they do to a point, but like I thought they had that fine. Like I thought Italy, right, was like this like it is a first world country, obviously. And I thought they had this thing where like they were all set up and like their economy's booming and they're buzzing on all cylinders. And I'm sure they are to a point, right? I'm not trying to say that, but like you got to pay for public bathrooms, right? Which I find kind of crazy. I think that should be a human right that people should just have. Like you should be able to just go. There should be public bathrooms that you should just be able to use. That's the point of public. That's the definition of it.
Yeah, I actually remember that too, kind of like hitting me. Like, what? First time I went.
The water thing over there is just crazy.
What? You don't like the Roman aqueducts?
No, I just like you have to pay for water at restaurants.
Oh yeah. That's definitely something that is a culture
They
shock
make
for me.
it so difficult for you to like access water, and I understand that like I should be thankful that I live in a place where I have water and I get all that. But it's like, guys, when you're in the moment and it's 98 degrees outside and you can't find water, you're like kind of panicking, honestly.
Yeah. So did you not like, because there are throughout the city like
Yeah, there's
aqueducts
wells, but
and
like it's just like
wells.
yeah, like you use them a little bit, but like we over here we have fountains and like like you can go into any restaurant and get a cup of like here or like any shop and get a cup of water if you need it. Like not only do you have to pay for water over there at restaurants, like on the table, it's not really, it's like warm. It's like lukewarm water. It's like not cold. I'm like, guys, we got to fix this, please.
Yeah. So you gotta be real, like thoughtful of that when you go into a place. When I went to England with the blog, I remember we went to Nando's, which is like this sort of like fast food popular joint. You've heard of it?
Yeah.
So when we go in, like they do all the orders on the phone. So like you just scan the thing and you go through. I always never paid for water over the phone, but I'd say like, oh, can I grab a soda cup? Because if you ask for a soda cup, you get more. Good strategy too.
Yeah.
It's like $2 for water. It's like, no, I'm not paying that.
And I was kind of hearing differing opinions on the tap water. Is it safe to drink? Is it not safe to drink? I did end up drinking and that was fine. So if you guys, I'm trying to use this as a warning to people to go to Italy, right? If you happen to be going to Italy in the next, I don't know, month or ever, but the heat won't make it like, if you're going to go to Italy in the summer, this is a warning for you. You got to drink as much water as you can, and they don't believe in ice over there. So get ready for your water to be warm in like literally seconds. Like you get it cold and then it's warm in seconds.
So remind me,
I went to
Rome,
Venice first.
Rome was the last stop.
Yeah. Do you want me to just recap the whole thing?
Venice, Florence, and then Rome.
Yeah.
Take us through what you liked about some of those.
All right. What I liked, or should I just give you the whole thing?
Give me okay, what you liked, what you don't like. I'm not going to do the propaganda bit. I can hear the look.
I'll get to. I have a bunch of things that I like. Don't worry. I was just saying, like you said, like what was the thing I wasn't prepared for? I think that was it the most. Where I was like, I didn't realize like finding water and like, like keeping yourself cool was going to be such a problem as much as it was. But man, does it get hot over there? So that's a warning.
Yeah. The Mediterranean is no joke, man.
So we get to Venice. I flew to Switzerland first. I got to fly over the Alps. That was very cool.
Nice view.
I have a bunch of pictures on that. Yeah, I can send them to you. You can put them up on the
all right.
screen for people if you want to.
Were people skiing?
No, it's July, buddy.
I was gonna say, you never know.
There was a little bit of snow on the top of them, but that was it.
Just a wee bit.
It was just there was rocks everywhere usually, but Venice. So we get to Venice. My first thing that just another warning for people. If you guys are starting a vacation in Venice, just know this one thing. Venice takes about 3 days to get to.
How did you get there?
At least it feels like it, because you can't fly straight into it, right? Directly from the United States.
Oh yeah, because
so you have to find a layover somewhere. I'm saying this is only if you're starting your vacation there. If you're moving top down like I did, right? You can't fly directly to it, so you have to fly to another country to fly to there. Then you have to get on a boat and it takes you to the island, the mainland, if you will. And depending on where you live or where you're staying, hotels, Airbnbs, whatever, it could take another hour and a half for them to get to your stop, because there's about 100 of them on the mainland island. So that was a tough day, the travel day getting there. That was a long time, because it felt like I was up for literally 2 days, because I kind of was, right? Because think about the time difference. I left Boston at 5 local time. I landed in Switzerland at 8 a.m. their time, which means it's about 2 a.m. here.
Jesus.
Right? So I really never saw darkness, or I went to bed for maybe like 2 hours at most, right? Oh. And then I started a whole nother day, and half of that was just travel. So that was a long time. Finally, we get to our Airbnb. Obviously, once you're settled in, Venice is maybe the most unique place on the planet. Okay. The place is literally floating. I don't know how I don't even know how it works, really. I still don't understand. Like, I didn't have anyone explain it to me, like why they just have canals instead of roads, but I'm not going to question it. There's just water everywhere. And that was maybe the most infuriating part about the whole thing, was how hot it was. Yet there's water surrounding me and I can't jump into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was actually like teasing me a little bit.
Yeah, it's like an edge. So did you ever like go in the canals to get places?
Yeah, I did. I went on a gondola. That was cool.
Gondola.
You get to see that little canoe
That's
thing.
What they call it. All right.
They are piloted by the Gondolieri, if you want some trivia.
There you go.
Gondolieri, I believe. Gondolieri. That's what it's called.
Gondolieri.
Now, we were only there for 2 days. And the travel day was one of them. So about a day and a half in Venice. The AC was a problem. Venice doesn't have their AC up to snuff yet.
I knew it would be.
That's another warning to people. You might have to pay a little extra for AC in Venice, because it does exist, because our place. Well, all right. The people I was with, we were with like 2 parts of like our family. The other side, their Airbnb canceled on them at the last minute.
Oh my God!
They had to pay a little bit extra to just find one, because there was like 11 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had AC. So you do have it in Venice. You might have to pay a little bit extra for it, because again, Venice, it's not their fault. Venice is very old and like rustic, and like I'm sure they're just not with the times.
As is the majority.
They hate Americans over there. I can tell you that right now. They can't stand. We're loud, man, Marcus. You think like you don't really realize it, because of like America, like it's so go all the time.
Yeah.
Something I learned. They
do not
operate at our pace, man, over there.
Nope.
They can't handle it. They cannot handle it.
That's the one thing I do love about Italy, is that it's very like, most people are relaxed. They really take time to enjoy things. Like, I bet when you sat down and you guys ate, like, unless you didn't like wait for the check, you probably would have sat there for like 2 to 3 like hours, if that's the case. No?
You asking if we did do that?
I'm saying from my experience, because I know this. I was just wondering if you guys had done it. If you hadn't asked the waiter for a check.
Yeah, I mean, I bet we sat there a little bit. Again, we're just like for example, right? We got shushed a lot.
Shushed.
Like at like restaurants and bars, we got shushed a lot.
I was like, what does that mean?
Now, this is a question. Okay,
go ahead.
This is a question I've had to deal with. Were we being too loud? I don't know. That's for God to decide. He's as Lord as my witness. I have no idea. However, I can tell you one thing. I know we weren't being loud to the point where you need to go shush us for it, if that makes sense. Right. And you might say, well, people are trying to enjoy their evening. And I get that, but I'm also trying to enjoy my evening and have a nice day there. And it's like, well, we can't talk. That's the rule? We're not allowed to speak to each other. Like,
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Again, I think we're just louder individuals just naturally. Like I wasn't trying to be disrespectful if I ever was, like, you know what I'm saying? If I ever got shushed, it wasn't that I was trying to be disrespectful to people. I just think maybe I just operate at a different, level than these people do, and they're not used to it. But it's hard to just shut that down, right? Too. Like, I should mention that. Like, it's hard to just like be like, okay, yeah, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like,
yeah,
sit
no,
there and do nothing. Like, it's kind of hard to do that because like this is just how like you operate.
So you guys would just be at like dinner, and then like people would be telling you to quiet down.
Yeah. So we were at a rooftop bar in Venice, and this is outside, mind you. And
yeah.
Maybe we had a little couple drinks extra in there. Might have helped it. Maybe sure we might have gone over the limit like once. I don't know, maybe, but like not really, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, never to the point of like I would ever think like. But with the waiter came over to us, be like, we've been getting complaints. You guys need to quiet down. We're like, first of all, we're outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
the Caseys are causing commotion.
Well, like, it's not like it's 10 p.m. It's 4 p.m, dude. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah. I hear what you're saying there.
So like, and like, I don't think they can handle the like, I think they're used to people just sitting there with their alcoholic beverage for like hours.
And chilling.
I don't think they're not used to, like, me and my brother came to this conclusion of like, I'm a big beer guy. I'm not really, I did have some wine over there, but like for the most part, I like just the classic light beer. It's kind of, it's the safe approach, if you will. They're not used to like coming back to your table every 7 to 10 minutes like they do like the waiters do in the US. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get like to like refill on like drinks, whatever, while we're just talking. So that's what I think that's kind of bothered them. Yeah, so that was kind of just that was all like the learning curve, if you will. That was just kind of me learning the culture of like how these people operate. They hate tourism.
It's a big moneymaker though.
Yeah, but I think Venice in particular wants to be this quiet town, and they're kind of pissed off that it's become this like famous thing.
I mean, when you float on water, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah, so we went to Lido Beach, which is a part of Venice that has an actual beach on it. It's on the Mediterranean, or the Aegean Sea, or whatever the hell it's called.
The Aegean.
Yeah, the Aegean. The Aegean. So that was nice, but we got like, again, now mind you, this is crazy. I think that like you can say whatever you want. Like, we're at a rooftop bar. We're supposed to be respectful. Sure, I'll listen to all those arguments. We're on the beach, Marcus, outside, and there's maybe like there's not a lot of people, but like people kept like moving away from where we were because we're too loud, and we're like, guys, like.
I'm sorry, that's hilarious. You guys were just a noise complaint every time.
I guess so. No, again, like
this didn't continue though.
No, not really. Telling you from my perspective, like, it sounds like, well, Pat, why don't you just quiet down? But it's like, guys, it's like, I promise to the people listening, I promise you, we were not yelling out. Like, it's not like we're yelling. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably talking at the voice that I'm talking to now, and people.
Yeah, you're laughing, you're chatting, you're having a good time. It's vacation.
Yeah, and so that's what I need the people to understand. It's like, quiet down would literally mean I just sit there and not say anything.
Exactly. So this didn't continue though when you went to Florence, when you went to Rome.
No, I don't think so. Because again, so yeah, Venice was cool with that aspect, that it's floating on water, and it's, the history, the Doge Palace is sick. For the people who want to go to Venice, the Doge Palace is so cool. The Doge used to be the people who ran Venice, I guess, back in the day. They're like I don't know. They're like the presidents of Venice, whatever the hell. I don't even know how you call it, but and a whole palace in there. And it's like, it's a museum now, but it's like, it's like the Vatican. It's like the baby Vatican. It's got paintings everywhere, and there's like an armory and a prison. You can walk through all of it. It's so very cool.
What?
There's like no, I'm just saying like a prison's cool. Like people probably died in that thing, but like, yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see.
Wait till you go to Pompeii at some point.
Yeah, so we never did that. That was the other thing. That's what I'm saying. Like we never even saw the Amalfi Coast or Pompeii or any of that stuff.
You're just gonna have to come with me.
So yeah, we took the train to Florence.
Mm-hmm.
The AC was tough in Venice, the Airbnb. However, that was it. Thank God, because Florence and Rome have their shit together when it comes to air conditioning.
Thank the Lord.
Florence was very cool. What did we do there? Trying to think. Yes,
what did you like?
We did the Michelangelo steps, which is this big. At the first day, I posted on the story. You can see it in the entire view of the city from up there. It's like a big mountain hill. You probably remember that. Do you remember me posting that big like scenic thing?
Vaguely, yes.
That was called the Michelangelo steps that you just go up on the hill.
I can go through these, by the way.
Yeah, I can send you all of them so you can post them if you want. You can put them up
right.
here. But so that was cool. That was night one. Just walked. I mean, that's the thing. Florence is a very Italy's a very walk around city. So like this, or country. So this is not like a beach getaway vacation for the people out there who want to go to Italy and are expecting like bathing suits and and tiki bars.
But that's what I love about the country. Everything.
Well, a lot of people don't like that though, Marcus. I'm just gonna let you know. Right now.
What do you mean a lot of people?
Because that's what makes it so hot is that there's literally like no water available to you to jump in or anything.
Well, if you figure out the water aspect where you can drink water, I mean, you're kind of golden.
Yeah, so it's a very walk around city, seeing the sights. Florence was more like shopping. It was what do we do? We did the
Stories Archive. Here you are.
The Michelangelo Museum.
Yep.
With the next day. What the hell did we do? We were there for 4 days, so we must have done. Oh, okay, that's right, because we weren't actually in Florence for the days. The next,
Pisa?
Yeah. So when we get there, when we got to Florence, that night we did the Michelangelo steps on the mountain thing. The next day we did our wine tour of Tuscany. Very cool. Very early morning for people. I was up at 6:15, I believe, in the morning.
To taste wine?
Yeah, you got to get on the bus and go hit the towns. We went to Siena first, which is a little town in Venice, Tuscany. Very cool city. They have their own Kentucky Derby over there with a track in the middle of the little town. So that's very cool. No, so this is what we found out. It was more just a tour of Tuscany. It wasn't really a wine tour, but it was just like a Tuscany tour and wine. So after Siena, we did a wine tour, or we went to this winery kind of place where this company makes all this, and we had lunch. Drank a bunch of different wines. I got sneaky drunk. I'm not gonna lie to you from those wines.
Was it red? Was it white? Or was it just
it was 2 and 2? So it was 2 white, 2 red. I'm more of a white guy personally.
Yes.
Pause. Hold on. I'm more of a white wine drinker personally.
He's a white guy and a white wine.
Yeah, I will drink red, but I prefer white. But yeah, they had some kick to them, man. After I got finished, because they make you sip them at different times with your different breads that you have, and then they bring out the pastas, whatever, and then they brought out the 15% one at the end to try.
Oh boy,
oh man, oh god.
Did you at any point during this trip have Romana Sambuca or any form of Sambuca? Oh
no, that wasn't really even offered either. I don't think.
I'm just saying I would find it at some point.
Okay.
Or I'm just saying I wish you did.
Continue.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we left the winery. I'm just recapping the days now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of going through the trip day by day.
You made me think of that though, and you're
this is
hungry.
Monday. This is now Monday. I believe. We're in the Tuscany tour Monday. I got like 6 days left in Italy, I think.
We're leading
like
into Rome.
Yeah, well, no, we're halfway through. We're halfway through to Florence, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we did Siena Winery. Then we did this very cool thing. It was called like San Guamigno or something. I'm sorry, I butchered the name. Small town, but it's on like a mountain, and you can see the entire Italian countryside. Very cool off of it. Very cool views. It's like a medieval town, like with castles, whatever. That's very cool. That was awesome to see. We were only there for an hour or so. Whatever.
It's a lot of hills.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking. I probably I wish I weighed myself before I left. I walked so much this trip. I can send you my health app for my steps.
You're probably at like 20,000 or something.
Yeah, it was like 22,000
a day. Insane, man.
Yeah. And then we went to Pisa, which thank God we did, because we had Pisa, we had our itinerary that my family, people in my family planned this whole itinerary out, which is, I'm very thankful for them, because we would have no idea what we were doing without that. We had Pisa maybe as a full day, one of the Florence days as an optional if we didn't do it if we didn't feel like we were there long enough on the tour. Pisa, there's really nothing to do in. So
except for the tower.
I apologize to the people who like Pisa and who maybe live there following us. If you do, that'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty close to the water, I guess, but yeah, there's not a whole lot to do besides just look at the tower. And Patrick Casey grade of the tower, it is cool to see in person. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of thinking like this thing's gonna be stupid. I'm gonna look at it and be like, all right, time to go home. Like I thought it was gonna be one of those things. Like,
did you walk up it?
No, we didn't go with it. You had to pay for that. We just didn't want to do it. It is very cool to it is like weird. Like you kind of look at it and you're like, how the hell is it leaning? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, what? Did you learn about it, or was it just like,
yeah. I know that they made it on sand, and they didn't realize that over time the sand on one side like disappeared, and that's what made it shift.
I know you had the AI like edited photos of you.
Yeah, so me and my
did you lean it? Did you do the leaning?
I did like stupid ones. I couldn't get it to work really. I have like ones of me trying to do it. I couldn't really try to do it. I wanted me like punching it from the other side. My cousin had this great idea. He wanted to do it like a roundhouse kick to it. So like he wanted to get a picture in the air of him like hitting it in a
Karate Kid.
He took it. It didn't really come out well enough because it was hard to get. He pulled his groin doing it.
Oh.
But he had a picture sort of him in the air, and he just he said ChatGPT to like edit it for him. And it looked better. It looks kind of cool. I was like, that's kind of sick, honestly.
Oh my God.
We just started effing around with it. I mean, I'm sorry if this is very disrespectful. Do you want to put up like one of the pictures in post-production? You got to put the Godzilla one's hilarious.
I mean, here, do I have it on the? Yeah, these are just crazy.
I have it right here. Me and my cousins started effing around with the tower. We were just like, what can we do with it?
Show it on the thing. Pat doesn't have editing, but you talk about the water thing, then you go and do this. Let's see what we got.
What do you mean water thing?
You know what AI engines use.
Oh my God, come on.
Just show them the photo.
Just having a little fun with it. Where is it?
I like the one holding up. That was very.
Yeah, I'll do that one last. So the first one I did I was just like, you know what? Make Godzilla pushing over the tower. That is a real photo, everybody, but just with Godzilla in it now.
Like, I forget what the second one is, but
the second one was like, I was like, you know what would be funny if I made the sun like cast a sunbeam and just destroy the entire thing. This is my screensaver, by the way.
Are you serious?
I thought it looked kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of cool.
It's like some Death Star, like
it's the sun.
AI slop, like let's destroy the Tower of Pisa. The third one is proper.
And then the third one, I wanted to try to get it like me benching it, like it puts it like put me on like a bench rack, and like I'm doing like one with like the tower like in my hands.
It
But
still came
this
out
is how
good.
it came out.
I like that one. That one is a good use.
I mean, yeah, it's no harm done. It's a harmless prank. It's just having fun with the tower. It's very cool.
No,
It is very
no,
cool
they are
thing.
fun.
It's a very cool thing to see with the tower. Here, that's just a real picture that I took of it.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you: you have to take a picture straight up. Like you have to take a picture exactly 90 degrees, or else it will look straight on the picture.
Wow. That is insane how that works.
One of the fascinating things about that. Yeah. So then we leave Pisa. Oh, one of the things. This is a fun story. One of the things they told us about Pisa. I know we probably have to wrap up soon.
Yeah, you're good.
Wait, I should put this on because
I can't get over the fact that you thought of Godzilla.
Godzilla's hilarious. I mean, come on, guys. It's funny. It's okay to laugh in life.
That one I just can't get over how you guys like formulated that idea.
I was just like, let's just make like something stupid out of this picture. Like, what can I do with this? I was like, you know what? Let's have Godzilla push it over. It's like,
oh my God.
I'm saying it like that's what really happened in history. It's like everyone thinks it fell on its side because it's sand. No. Godzilla pushed it over. I have proof.
If you put it into the prompt a little bit more and had it like, oh, edit this like it's like an old school like
yeah,
Roman,
I could have gotten real crazy with it, but I didn't want it.
you could really make some cool stuff with that. But
so yeah, one of the things they told us about getting off the bus in Pisa is the pickpocketing. Now Marcus knows this all too well, him being the homeland. For the people who people want to go to Italy, they tell you
protect
that
your
pickpocketing
pockets
is a big thing. I am here to tell you this. It is a big load of baloney. Okay.
Oh.
I was asking people to pickpocket me. No one dared. All right.
Maybe it's because you guys were so loud. You were bothering so many people. Nobody went near you.
It is a big load of crap, the pickpocketing. Now, I'm sure it happens to people. However, you do not need to get, it depends on how much stuff you have. Okay. But like, you don't need to go out of your way and get like a side bag if you're just carrying your phone in your wallet. Like, you don't need to do that. Right. You can leave all your stuff in your room when you leave for the day. You don't need to do all that stuff.
Unless you're going to Napoli. Definitely protect your pockets if you're in Napoli. Continue.
Dude.
I'm serious. Napoli is different.
Okay.
Different. You went to the greats.
Yeah. And then so we saw this guy who was trying to do, the tourist traps are a big problem, by the way, too. People will try to sell you things all the time. Mm-hmm. So we saw this guy who we think was like trying to drive up a concoction, like some sort of scheme. We caught sight of him. This guy had like a vest on, and he had a bunch of watches or something.
Oh my gosh.
Right? However, he kept coming up to people. This is in Pisa. This is right outside the tower. We were like looking at it. We were like kind of laughing, like this guy's a clown. This guy's an asshat. He kept coming up to people, not us, but he kept coming up to people, and he was like, "What? Like, you got the time on you?" Like he kept like trying to we think trying to get them to expose the watch, right? Of what kind of watch it is. He did it 14 people we watch. He was like, "You got the time on you?" He kept doing it to everybody. And people would say like, "Yeah, the time is this." And then he'd be like, "All right, thanks, man," and dap him up or whatever. And he would try to do some like thing with that. I don't know.
To like take the watch?
Yeah, something. We don't know.
Wow.
We don't know. And it's like he didn't we don't think we ever saw him take the watch, but like he kept like taking a watch off of his chest and then like throwing it to the guy or like dropping it and like having the guy pick it up. We think we thought he was just trying to get the watch, right? What we came to the conclusion is we believe he's a front man for another person just out sitting there somewhere. So right, what the front man would do is he gets the guy to like show his hand per se, and then that guy can go over to his front man and be like, that person has his wallet in his right side of his pocket or something. You know what I'm saying? Like when they take out money, I don't know, something like that. That's what we thought. So that was just funny to see. But we were like, if this guy comes over to us, I'm punching him in the face. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So
that stuff can happen.
That was Pisa. Then we did the Duomo and the Michelangelo statue. The Duomo has about 18,000 steps to it if you guys want to go up in it, so be aware. Not for the elderly or handicapped. I will tell you that right now. It is a absolute climb to get up to that thing. And the steps are steep too. It's not like, oh, I can just take the elevator. No. You got to go up the steps, man.
You had a Rocky moment probably when you got up to the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's 642, I believe is the number, something like that. 642 steps total.
It's a good workout.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, going up was tough. So yeah, what else? All right, then we go to Rome. Now Rome is sick.
Rome is cool.
Rome is very cool. It's obviously it's old as hell. I mean, that's obvious. That's one thing, right? It's about 1 million years old. So that's why it's so cool.
Did you see the Pantheon, like smack dab in the middle of like a square?
I did. We never went in it, but we did see it at night the first day. We saw the Trevi Fountain, also very cool.
A lot of people there though at this time of year. No.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people everywhere.
So many.
What else did we do in Rome? Oh, okay. Yeah. That was day one, Trevi Fountain and the thing. What the other thing called? The
Pantheon. Was I talking about? Yeah.
Pantheon. Yeah. So we saw that. That was night one when we got there. Day two was, now mind you, this is Thursday. I leave Sunday. Day two was the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. Now the Colosseum is dope. I didn't do a lot. I wanted to do a bunch of like AI things with that, but I didn't want to.
Like a boat battle in there?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make it like stupid. Like, I don't know, like make it like, make Drake like do a concert there or something. Like
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I posted on the story. I think it should be a no-brainer that they should make a stadium, and I think they are.
Like a real modern
Coliseum. Like a modern Coliseum, and just call it the Coliseum and have like events there. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like it'd be the most famous arena overnight automatically.
Yeah, if you really tried to like do a modern replica like of the Coliseum, I mean, like obviously Rome has like their own Roma has their own like soccer field, but if you genuinely did that for like gigantic events, that would be pretty cool. Like make it like sort of a sphere spectacle.
So I'm obsessed with the movie Gladiator now because it's like, oh, I was there, watching it.
Yeah,
very cool. Obviously, very a lot of history, a lot of not great stuff happened in that building. But if you can just appreciate it for what it is, I mean, it's destroyed now, so it's like we didn't walk in the basement, like whatever it's called, but we just walked around the concourse area. Very cool. I mean, there's a bunch of different this is like a bunch of different posters. Like this is what it looks like in 17 AD and like all that stuff. And I'm like, wow. Fun fact for you. Do you know why it's kind of broken now?
The Coliseum.
Massive earthquake 400 years ago, apparently, like shook it to its core. After the Roman Empire fell, they neglected it apparently for like a long ass time, but it stayed upright, right? Like that's the whole thing. The whole thing is like, well, if they just left it, like, why is it right? Like this is like everyone has this question of like, why isn't it just like a full circle anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't it just be like the same thing? Apparently, a massive earthquake just destroyed it like 400 years ago, and it's going to happen again in about another 400 years or something. Like, I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So
makes me think of when the Vesuvius is going to go off again, if at all.
So the Coliseum is dope. Yeah, I just wish I wish there was more. It was still like kind of. I wish it was more together so you could see like the seats and like the. I think it would obviously be sick if like they had the whole thing there, right? With like the actual dirt on the arena and stuff and like the seats everywhere. That would be like, whoa, this thing is like literally millions of years old and it's like still intact.
But it's not. It's just kind of like the structure of it.
It's the ruins of it. Yeah.
So, but you still got to see one of those wonders of the world.
Roman Forum is very cool. It's like ancient Rome. That's where all the action happened, basically. So much stuff there. That's just more ruins and stuff.
A lot of ruins in Rome.
that's the thing about Rome, right? So there's just ruins. Like you could have like a hotel complex and like have like a destroyed structure right next to it. Like that's what Rome is about. Is like
That's the beauty of Europe, man. So
Vatican
cool.
City was the next day. Friday now. It's cool. I definitely loved being there, right? I don't know if I would ever go back to it though, right? Like I don't unless I saw the Pope or something.
Yeah.
It's a very big museum. Then you walk around. It's just kind of like, oh, look at it's it's a lot of like, look at that thing. Like that's very cool. You see the globe within the globe, the head museum of all the different like people. I don't even know what they're called. There's just a bunch of rooms like that are just with a bunch of paintings that are like, we didn't do a guided tour, so I'm sure it would have been more interesting if we did a guided tour, but we like to kind of go to our own pace and like look at everything. So that would have made it probably nicer. But like there's a bunch of rooms where it just like looks the same as the last room I was just in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You would have had a lot more facts about paintings.
Yeah.
A lot more
So
facts.
I get that. I don't know if I saw the creation of Adam. I don't know if I saw that. I might have. I must have. There's so much people. The Sistine Chapel is overrated. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not like you should see it once in your life and that's it. Like that's what I think. Mind you, it's just a room and it's got a guy doing this on it. So it's just like wow, like this is like everyone like I'm saying that I only say that because like everyone talks up the Sistine Chapel, and if that's your thing, then great. I'm just telling you, like, you know, you definitely should see it maybe once, but like you should never be like, gotta go see the Sistine Chapel.
It's not like number one for you.
I promise you, like you can, like you're hypothetically not, you're theoretically not supposed to take pictures in there, even though everyone does. You're also supposed to not talk in there, even though that's also not like no one follows that.
Yeah, everyone whispers.
So I'm saying like the pictures online of the Sistine Chapel, I promise you is like, that's enough. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like I didn't feel like being there. Like, whereas I felt being there with the Tower of Pisa was different. Like, I was like, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to see this in person. The Colosseum was one thing to see in person. Like, this is cool to be in person. The Sistine Chapel was like, if I just looked at a picture of it, I feel like I would have seen everything that I needed to see. But it was still cool to be there. I was so grateful to see that. I saw where the smoke comes out. So that was cool.
Oh yeah. A lot of paintings there. Sorry, I was looking at a text, but
yeah,
a lot of paintings.
Michelangelo painted all that, which is cool.
Yep.
And then we went to St. Peter's Basilica, which is very sick. The big open courtyard, great. Didn't see Leo, didn't see the big man. Would have loved him to make an appearance, unfortunately. Yeah. And then it was just a free day in Rome. We just kind of buzzed around Saturday, and I came back here Sunday. Very awesome trip. Very cool. I loved it.
Is Italy number one on all your places you've been?
No.
Where does it rank then?
I would have to just Aruba's one. Are you talking about out of the country?
Yes. Not in the United States.
Okay. I was to say, like, Nashville might be one for me, but Aruba's one. Italy probably 2. Punta Cana 3. Mexico 4.
I like seeing Italy in the top 3, that's for sure.
But just because Aruba is like has everything. It's got the like stuff you can do stuff, you can hop in the water, and everything's right there. That's what I kind of liked about it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You can walk around.
The fact that you couldn't jump in water stinks.
Italy was great. Like a couple things worked against me, and it's not Italy's fault. Like one thing, I was exhausted by the end of it. So that was kind of like the last day of Rome. I was like, all right, like,
yeah, we're good.
Like, time to go home now. Like I'm fried here. The water thing really like it was fine, but it was just like it was just kind of a culture shock of like, whoa. Now let's get to the last thing and then we can wrap up. The food markets. Because this is a big thing.
Out of this world? No?
Okay. The pasta is incredible.
There you go.
Absolutely insane. Cacio e pepe is my new favorite meal, I think, ever.
Simple but effective.
It's great. Lasagna was great. But this is the big thing for me, right, Marcus? We talked about it coming in. I'm a pizza guy. You know,
How did it
I
perform?
love me some slices. It's the same thing we have over here. That was
Really?
yeah, it's no different.
What kind of pizzas did you get? You obviously got margarita, right?
Yeah, margarita pizza, some like other, I don't know, just a bunch of pizzas. But like I'm saying, just like I didn't eat a slice of pizza and be like, oh my god, like you know what I'm saying? I was like,
It didn't hit you like the
tastes like
pasta
bread,
does.
sauce, and cheese.
Ah, I'm bummed out by that. Do you have any
Why?
milk?
What do you mean?
I don't know. For me, like when I went over there, I just felt like the food just kind of like
Now the food might be fresher.
changed.
There might be one thing about that. The products is probably fresher. It's a lot less fattening because they don't have gluten, I believe, over there. Not fattening. It's a lot less heavy on you, right? So you can eat meals and then still be able to like move around and stuff. I think that's why Italians, right? Say what you will, there's a lot of fit people in Italy. That's something I noticed too. Not too many. There wasn't like heavy people over there.
Well, the walking contributes to
Exactly,
that
the
too.
walking
It
in the
goes hand
meal,
in hand.
that's just something I've noticed. The pizza, although it was, like, thinner and it was probably made with, like, fresher products, it wasn't, like the taste wasn't any different, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, Rome had a little special pizza, the square one that they do. I didn't have any Sicily, obviously. I've had Sicilian over here. I didn't have any Sicilian over there, but I had Roman pizza, which is very good. It's a little unique. Yeah, the food, like, I'm just saying, everyone comes in with, like, the food and the wine, and I'm like, the food was slightly above average, I'll call it. No, it was great. It was great. I'll say it was great. Small G.
So what great small G did you have? I'll ask this as this sort of last question. How many different kinds of pasta did you have? Or was it just cacio e
Probably
pepe?
4 or 5.
So name them off.
I
Pepe.
had my first day I got there, I had like regular just like pasta with sauce because I was just
Okay,
like,
so you had pomodoro.
I just need something.
Okay.
Yeah. Then what did I do?
You're making me hungry.
I did ravioli. And I forget the sauce it was in, but it was in this like meat sauce.
Ooh.
Then I did the spaghetti and meatballs in this like with this like different sauce on it. And then I did the cacio e pepe like twice because it was so freaking good.
Next on your list?
Now, mind you, that's that's like in and around. Like I had lasagna one night, we had pizza a bunch, and then we had these like there's sandwiches too. Like we'd have like their like panini sandwiches and all that. So you got to remember, like it wasn't just I was eating pasta for 12 straight days. So like,
remember panini over here. Panini is plural, actually, in the Italian language. Panino would be a single.
You guys gotta get freaking breakfast. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's not exactly a big thing.
Why?
Coffee. I don't know. It's just the coffee.
Like, you guys don't even have like bagels over there. I'm like, what? Come on. Can I not? It's 6 a.m. I need something in my body to walk around.
Coffee picks you up and then you get ready for lunch that way. That's the way I've always been raised. Coffee, espresso, hot coffee, and then you kick into the day.
Yeah.
Gets your system going.
But that was it. That was Italy. It was great. It was a great time.
Well, I enjoyed that description of Italy, and my mom is certainly going to love hearing all of the tales you have, and she'll have more questions for you for sure.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
I'm hungry from what you said,
I'm starving too.
Yeah, I think we could call it wraps on this. So thank you guys all so much for watching this
2-hour episode. Wow. Who are we?
I know, right? I'm gonna cut it to. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it between like your Italy thing, and then I'm gonna also like when I edit it in.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out. But yeah, record timing episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. Pat is back, and we'll have a lot of more Bruins stuff on the way for you guys. But we're gonna go eat because we're hungry. See you legends in the next one.
Later.
Bye-bye. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider subscribing to the After Further Review show on YouTube, where it's actually on Marcusi, but we'll figure out a YouTube channel in the meantime. Please consider also listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're probably available on it, so go check us out there. Also, find us on Instagram. Follow us at After Further Review Show, where you can find clips, And our content is everywhere with player interviews, podcasts, and so much more fun stuff that me and Pat love doing around the Bruins, the NHL, and beyond. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope to see more of you. Bye-bye.